Manchester United now have delved over excellent start potentially joining, with Mason Mount becoming increasingly difficult for Manchester United to side. Should the rightful turn their focus to Ajax Mohamed Kudus, Manchester United hold some doubt over the capability of Mohamed Kudus to play the midfield role he wants at Old Trafford, claimed transfer instead of John Jones. Manchester United tried to use what the leads of Mohamed Kudus after scoring Champions League football with a fourth place finish in the Premier League last season. United are looking to bolster their midfield option over the summer to cement their position and hopefully push on the challenge the likes of Arsenal and Manchester City next year. The club mentor cap over the last few weeks. Mason Mount proved to be in incredible difficulty to get down, but the Red Devil have now seemingly agreed a deal for the midfielder. Another player on the team transfer was released in Ajax midfielder and Ghanaian international Kudus. Wesley is unlikely to be a like-for-like alternative for Mount. The 22-year-old promising play in his own right after moving to the Dutch capital 3 years ago and donning the famous red and white 63 times since that. According to Daily Mail, the Eredivisie has slapped 40 million pounds per stake on their amount, and if United are keen, they should get a move on the side flying Britain, albeit already in talks with Ajax. What has transfer insider John Jones said about Mohamed Kudus to Manchester United? Jones explained that the player wants to be seen adjust midfielder in any potential move to United, but there is some doubt at the club whether they could play that role in the league in the same standard as Mount. Speaking to Football Fancast, he said, "I think Kudus wants to be a midfielder, but I think in terms of being ready to be a Premier League midfielder, there seems to be sham around Manchester United." Would Mohamed Kudus a good signing for Manchester United, with Jones revealing that the decision makes at United harbor some doubt over the player's ability to play as a Premier League midfielder. Are they right? Well, it is performance last season were anything to go by? No. According to WhoScorer, the Neymar-born Dynamo achieved a seriously impressive average match rating of 7.29 across his 30 games in the league, scoring 11 and assisting a further 3. Granted, he spent decision across the midfield, attacking midfield and striker, but they achieved a minimum rating of 6.56 across all 3, which is a good base to develop from. And who better to have him develop from where he surely as done the former manager of Ten Hag, who once hailed the Ghanaian magician as excellent in a post-match interview during his time with the Arsenal club. In today's market, 40 million pounds isn't a huge investment anymore, and for a player that seems to be adept in multiple positions, is young, and has an eye for goal, United should seriously consider pulling the trigger on this one regardless of what happened with Mount.